Hey, what's up? It's your girl Pooh Nana, and you know where we're back on She is Plus Size Beauty Sundays. And we got the beautiful CEO and founder of Gia IRL, Gia Sinatra.
Hello. Thank you for having
Oh,
me.
girl, what's up? I'm so excited you came onto the platform.
I'm so excited.
Oh my God. You know, I was super excited because you know I love your aesthetic and I love your style and I love what you're doing for the community.
Thank you.
Oh my God. You know we about to get into some things, right?
Yes,
We're gonna get into
let's
some
do
things. You nervous?
it. No, I'm excited. I feel like we've already been
Oh yes.
we've just been chatting it up, so I'm excited
I know, because
to
when I
be
first met
here.
you, I was just like, she's like, yeah, this is Chia. You're not from IRL. And I was like, and I look back and I was like, really? I love they shit.
Yeah.
I did. I was like, I love their shit. Shout out to the Plus Buzz.
Yes.
Shout out to the
Shout
Plus
out to
Buzz.
the Plus Bus because they're just they're connecting everyone in the community.
Oh my God. That's
They're
plus
so
size
great.
creators, artists,
Yes.
models, anything out there. They dressing you up and putting us together within the West Coast community. And we are here for it.
Yes.
Oh my God. So let's get into some things because I know people look at the brand, they look at the beautiful models. You have beautiful models of
Thank you.
beauty, like bodies and
Yeah.
size. So I love it that you're very diverse. But let's give your fans and followers some insight. So who is Gia, your occupation and hometown?
So I grew up in Las Vegas.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Sin
so
City.
I'm a Vegas girl, born
Ooh.
and raised, and then I moved out to LA almost 16, maybe a little over 16 years ago.
Mhm.
So I basically like the moment I could leave, I was like, I'm out. I I've always been a California girl at heart and
Aw.
I've always wanted to live here. So I actually originally moved here to do hair.
Oh,
Yeah, so hairstyling was my first career.
okay, you was styling up the girls from head to
Yeah.
toe.
I'm actually still a hairstylist, which a lot of people don't know.
Word. She's
Yeah.
like, "That's my side hustle, baby. I'm whipping the girls up from the head to the toe."
I have many lives. But
Don't we
yeah, so
all?
I originally moved out here to do hair,
Mhm.
and I went to Paul Mitchell in
Mm.
Orange County. So I was living there first, and then I went to school there, and then moved over here to LA to
Mm.
pursue hair and work on set and do all the things.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
you doing multiple things, and I love it because everybody know when you're a Cali girl, you are working many occupations, honey. It's
yes.
very expensive out here in these streets.
It is. And also I'm all for women pursuing all of their passions.
Hey now.
And it's just I think sometimes we're put in these boxes or just you're told that you can only do one thing.
Oh my
And I'm
God.
all about just exploring all of your passions and the things that you
Yeah.
love and do all the things. You can do whatever you want.
Yes, you can if you put your mind to it and the
Yeah.
progression and the consistency. You don't
Mhm.
have to just fit in one occupation.
Yeah.
No. So I believe in that, you know?
Yeah, and I mean, I still love hairstyling,
Mm.
but that's what brought me out here, and so I feel like there's always this place in my heart. But doing hair, I had a passion for making women feel beautiful
Aw.
and look beautiful, and I think that's really that passion is what led me into doing all of the other things.
Oh, I love that. And then I know
Yeah.
like being a hairstylist because I'm around a lot of people,
Mhm.
you get the bitchy clients sometimes.
Oh
So you'd be
yeah.
like, you know what, bitch? I ain't gotta deal with this. I'm
I
out.
don't deal with it. That's a good thing about being where I'm at now. I don't deal with it.
Mm.
I love all my clients. I don't take new clients at this point, so I just have my regulars. Some of them I've been doing for 10,
Oh
10,
shit.
12 years.
Okay.
So
You
yeah,
got
so
your loyalty
I
clients. I
got
love it. Your loyalty
my
clients.
loyalty clients. But yeah, so that's what brought me out to Los Angeles.
Okay, work. I
Mhm.
love it because people that do move out here, it's like a dream. Like they have this dream in this occupation. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be this and I'm gonna do
Yeah.
that. And it's very inspiring. Even
Yeah.
to the people that like I'm a native,
Uh-huh.
Cali, Los Angeles native. And shout out to Compton, California.
Yeah.
But to hear that when people move out here, I'm just like, hell yeah.
Mhm.
This is where it's at. And it makes me more appreciative actually living here. Because some
Oh,
people
yeah.
take it for granted.
There's no better place.
Yeah.
But, I've spent all of my adult years here, so It's home to me,
Yeah.
even though, like, I was born in Las Vegas, all my family's there, but I've
Yeah.
I've spent all of my adult years out here.
Mhm.
So, now going on, like, almost 17 years, that it's like, this is home for me.
No, I
I love
understand
it
it.
out here.
So what's a day in the life? Because you got all these
Oh,
occupations.
girl.
You dressing up girls from head to toe. What is a day in the life of Gia?
It's so funny because, like, my day-to-day life changes
Yeah.
because I do so many things.
Mhm.
Not only am I a hairstylist, but I'm a plus size model,
Hey now.
content creator, and then I have my clothing line, Gia IRL. So
Yes.
every day is so different. It's like on one day I could be sitting at the computer doing admin work of like sending emails and, managing the business. And the next day I'm on set as a model, or the
Mhm.
next day I'm shooting content, or I'm working on production. We're in design meetings, we're fitting, or like I do hair only one day a week now on Saturday. So like or I could be it's like it's funny because like one day I'm like CEO at my desk and the next day I'm at the salon.
And you're then one day like you're a client. I totally get
Yeah.
it. Multitasking and just being a CEO itself. And then I see you, girl. You just like me, girl, trying to stay active and fit. Do y'all
Oh,
know
yeah.
how hard that shit is?
I'm a big fitness girly because it keeps me on a routine and it just gives me energy throughout the day. So I'm like a big advocate on fitness and
Hello,
I just think it's so important for your mental health.
baby.
And
Yeah.
so I always
Yeah.
advocate for fitness because it really helps me. It's like it keeps me on a routine. I go in early in the morning, I work out, and then I come home and I do my things and it gives me energy. It keeps me motivated throughout my day, but like keeps me on that routine.
No, I love it too because it's for me too.
Yeah.
Working out sometimes is just when you have all those multiple things, just sometimes getting that sweat in just makes you
Yeah.
feel better and just the energy and just
Yeah.
I know my body's staying active, even though I'm plus size. I'm
Yeah.
plus size and active.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
plus size and active, and even sometimes it's like going for a walk. Like the other morning, I was like going for a walk and I had to do emails, and I was kind of like half working on my phone, but half walking. But I
Hmm.
mean, I was fully walking, but like I was like, I just needed to get out and move and like get in some sunlight. But I just think that's movement is so important.
Hmm.
And
Even being plus size is
yeah,
it's important because
yeah,
it keeps the girls like, look, we can be curvy, we can be big out here too,
yeah,
but yes, it's our health. I'm
yeah.
like, it's our
And
health
it doesn't
too.
have to be about
It's
losing weight. I mean,
no,
it
it's about
can
our
be,
health.
but
Yes.
yeah, I just think yeah, and I don't maybe sometimes I am trying to lose weight, but like I'm not right now and like sometimes I'm just working out to just move my body and it's not about losing weight. It's just about that movement and health.
Staying
Yeah.
active, staying active.
Yeah, so
So growing up, did you how many siblings did you have?
I have 4 siblings. I have 2
Ooh.
brothers, 2 sisters.
Oh my God, how was
Yeah.
that?
I'm so my parents so I have my oldest brother, we have different moms, my youngest sister, we have different dads. So we have a
Mhm.
combined family,
Oh, I love
but
it.
so I'm like growing up in my house, I was the middle child.
Oh, but give me 5. I'm the middle child too.
I
Oh
love
my
that. We understand
God.
each
They
other.
always forget about us. We're the middle child,
Yeah.
y'all. They forget about us.
But then I'm my dad's baby, so I
Okay.
feel like I get like the best of both worlds.
Nice. I get it.
But I do have like
Yeah.
full middle child syndrome.
We're responsible, we're independent because
Yes.
the oldest we seen with the oldest one, and then we gotta be, for the little one. And then mom
Yeah.
just is so busy with everybody else, they forget about us. So it's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Teenage
We're used to it.
experience. Because
It's
everyone's is different.
Yeah, I actually had a great teenage experience.
Mm.
I loved high
Oh
school.
shit, me too.
Um, I was super social in high school. I loved
Mm.
it.
Mhm.
I had a lot of friends.
Mhm.
I had a really great high school teenage experience, which I know is different for everyone.
Yeah.
But me personally, I loved the social aspect of high school, not the
Not the like I have to put on these fucking stanky ass PE clothes and run and
no.
sweat.
I,
And then you want me to go to the next class and I'm like fucking sweating and I'm just
yeah.
like,
No, I showed up to be social and so I didn't get fined. Basically. Basically.
Oh yeah, cause that's when they was fining the girls from like not going to class. They was like, if you don't take your ass to
Oh no, I did
school.
get in trouble for skipping here and there, but
didn't we
No,
all?
I had a great teenage experience. I was always the bigger girl. I was always
Mhm.
like the big girl in the
Mhm.
group. And usually all of my friends were smaller. I really
Oh.
didn't have many plus size friends until I started modeling as a
Oh,
plus size
shit.
model
Okay.
and getting into the world of like plus size
Yeah.
content creation and plus size modeling and all of
Mhm.
that. So I was always the bigger friend, but I embraced it.
Oh, that's good. I did
Yeah.
too. By the time like
Yeah.
ninth and 10th grade happened. But then I went to another school because I went to Linwood High and
Uh-huh.
everybody it was all like everybody like petite and things like that, maybe a little curvy. Then I
Yeah.
went to Centennial High and all of the girls was thick and
Yeah.
like things and it was like this whole thing of being thick and proud and it was just like a whole total different experience. So I was able to accept my body and love my body. So
That's great. Yeah, we didn't really have that. I feel like there wasn't a lot of like embracing your curves at
mhm.
that time, but I do now.
I know people see you and be like, "Damn, I should have talked to her." I know it's
Right?
like some guy in the back like, "Damn, I should have talked to her. Why didn't I talk to her?"
I actually saw this TikTok today that was like, "Oh, that guy from high school is in my DMs."
No,
Like,
yep. This boy tell me that I'm pretty.
pretty.
So
um
would you say like even though you were the curvy girl in high school, would you say you had like childhood style? Like, like everybody, because we went through some fashion eras. Do you feel
yeah,
like you had style?
I feel like I did, but my style was very just like trendy and whatever
Mhm.
was like on trend. I don't think I really had a unique style.
Mhm.
In high school it was kind of just like while being the bigger girl of like trying to wear whatever I could that was
Yeah, 'cause we didn't
trendy.
have shit. We had, like,
Yeah.
Torrid and fucking Lane
Yeah, and
Lane
at that
Bryant and,
time I
like
didn't want to shop at Torrid. Like
look, Torrid was really fucking expensive. Look, I love them down, but you only went there if you had coins or if they were on clearance.
Yeah, and also it wasn't like I wasn't like proud. I wasn't like didn't love my curves and I wasn't embracing being plus
Mm.
size. So it was like
Mhm.
I didn't want to go into Torrid.
No, I
I was
totally
like,
get it.
I didn't want to be like plus size at that
Oh,
time.
shit.
I
Okay.
was just like I tried to fit in wherever I could
Yeah.
and kind of just I wore what was on trend, but I wouldn't say that I had really like embraced my style yet.
Oh, okay. Because I know we went through that era. I don't know if you remember. It was like this era where everything was, like, fucking rhinestoned.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I went through
The
that era.
bandanas, the shirts,
Yeah.
everything was airbrush,
Yeah, and we had, like, the
rhinestone,
Ed
like,
Hardy hats.
oh
Oh,
my
yeah,
god.
yeah.
I look at the pictures and be like,
Oh my
"What
god,
the
I
fuck was
know.
we
What
wearing?
were we
What?" I
doing?
don't know.
And then I went through, like, this, like, Hollister phase, this, like, Abercrombie Hollister where I
Oh
was
my
wearing, like,
god.
puka shells around my neck and, like
I went to Claire's and just went
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Like, I went it was this moment where I was just like Claire crazy and everything was matchy and, like, it
Uh-huh.
was so, like
I was always an accessory girl. I think actually being plus size, since like accessories are always an option for us,
yeah.
we like tend to be accessory girls
Oh my
because it's
god.
like, when you go shopping with your friends and there's nothing for you to shop. So you're like,
So you're
okay,
like, "Oh, Imma just get these
yeah,
earrings
I'm going to
and
go
maybe
check
this."
out the jewelry over
Yeah,
there.
Imma buy this purse.
Yeah. Always leaving with like hoop earrings and a purse.
So now, not really being trendy
Uh huh.
as, like childhood. So I think that really is that what like inspired you like Gia IRL. Tell me how did this start? Like what
Yeah.
made you want to do it? What, when, how, and where, girl?
So I feel like I was getting to a point where I was really trying to embrace my style and
Mhm.
find my style and
Yeah.
find my, individual style. And I was like constantly shopping and not being able to find the things that I wanted in my size.
No,
Like
I
there was
get
always
it.
the fast fashion
Yeah.
and the Fashion Nova and these
The
brands,
Ho
but
Nova. I call
yeah.
them Ho. I love them. Shout out to Fashion Nova. But I call y'all Ho Nova. You want to put on a sexy dress for the big girls? Go get you a hoochie dress.
Yeah, but like I was at a point where I was like really trying to find my style and embrace my style because
Yeah.
I knew what my style was, but I couldn't find it in my size.
Mhm.
And so I was like constantly searching, constantly searching. And I had been now in the industry as a plus size model and fit model. So
Mhm.
I was talking to so many women and seeing behind the scenes and modeling these clothes. And I was shopping, I couldn't find what I wanted, and then actually it was like one night I had like an aha moment of
Oh.
like I found this dress and I was like, this is so cute, but it doesn't come in my size.
Mhm.
And I posted it on my stories and I was like, how, like, I wish we had something like this in plus size. And I got so many messages and all these girls and were messaging me like, oh, it's so frustrating.
It's so fucking hard. Like, bitch, I go
Yeah.
to the rack and they just stop at this size, and it's
It's
like,
so it's so frustrating, and if you're plus size, you understand the struggle, and, like, for me,
oh
I'm
my
a size
god.
16, 18, which is
Yes.
the average size woman in
Yep, that's the
America,
average, yes.
and then I think women that are larger than me, imagine, like, I can sometimes squeeze into these smaller brands.
Mm.
So, like, and then I'm like, imagine what they feel. So, I was up all night that night, and I'm like and one of my friends said, "You should start your own clothing line." I was, like, thinking about it, I'm like, "Huh, maybe I
Maybe I
should."
should.
And
Uh-huh.
I'm the kind of person that, like, I get an idea and, like, once I'm set on something, like, I will see it
I will
through.
see it through, and I got to
Yeah.
have it, and I got to do it, and I need to do it. Yes,
Yeah.
I
So it
totally
was
get
in my
it.
head and I stayed up that whole night and I thought of like all the ways I can make it work. Okay, my friend's a designer. Okay, this person. Okay, I could reach out to this person. Like thinking of all the ideas.
Oh.
And so I called my friend who's a designer. We had a meeting and I was like, "Hey, cuz I don't have a design background. I knew what I wanted, but I don't have a design background." So I had a conversation and she like teared up and she was like,
Aw.
"Yes, I would love like let's do it." And from
Aw.
that point on, everything fell into place. Like it just felt like that's what I was supposed to be doing and it was just like it just everything kept falling into place. We kept meeting the right people and, like, it was just, like, everything we needed
Mhm.
fell into place. Like, it would just be like, "Oh, so and so could help us with this," and it was just, like, easy. I mean, it took a lot of work,
Yeah, of course, it's
but,
from the
like
foundation took a lot of
yeah,
work, yeah.
but it was just everything kept falling into place.
Oh, I love it. It's like a plus
Yeah.
size dream that was just coming to life
It
right in front of your eyes,
was,
like,
it was,
it's
and
yes, I
yeah,
love
so
it.
we got to a point where we had all the sketches, we had the tech packs, which is, like, basically all of the steps that you need. The tech pack you hand over to the production people
Aw.
to make the samples, and so we needed somebody to help us with production, and so that was, like, the last missing piece of the
Peace,
puzzle,
yeah.
and so I went to, Cabo for the weekend with my girlfriends, and,
Hey.
we went to this, we were at the Nobu Hotel in Cabo. We were staying
Nice.
there for one night because we were, like, ending our trip there, and,
Yeah. Love a
I
trip to Mexico.
wasn't telling anybody yes, we do love a trip to Mexico. I
I
am
do,
there.
I love a
You
trip to
tell me
Mexico.
a margarita and some chips and guac,
Baby,
and
and I'm
I'm
there.
there,
Tell
I'm
me
there.
margarita chips and dips, girl, and I'm there.
Yeah. So, I actually it's funny because I wasn't telling anybody in the industry about this idea yet. I was kinda keeping it hush hush. Had a few drinks, met this girl at the pool,
Yeah.
and I end up telling her friend, "Oh, I'm starting my, plus size clothing line." She's like, "Oh, my friend actually works in production, and that's actually what she does for work is she helps people create their lines."
Let me tell you, that is like a manifestation, and I love it because
Yeah.
I'm already like picturing it. You like you done had a few cocktails, and you're like, I'm starting my
Yeah.
own stuff, and it was just like bam, huh?
Yeah, it
Like,
was crazy, and so it's funny because I was texting my friend that's a designer, and I'm like, "Oh my god, I met this
mhm,
girl," and she's like, "Okay, yeah, I'm sure you just met somebody in Mexico that's, like,
mhm.
gonna make our production happen." We got back to LA, we had a meeting, and, like, boom, had samples made, and it just was the last missing piece that just yeah,
Oh,
that
I
fell into
love that for
place, and she's
you.
amazing, she still does my production, and we met at the pool in Mexico.
I love that for you because let me tell you something, and this is crazy how I like met you because I would see your stuff. Y'all
Yeah.
like the PRing, the marketing,
Mhm.
you're doing a great
Thank
motherfucking
you.
job.
Thank
Because
you.
I would see it and I'll be like, "Ooh." And I would see it and I would like it. And I would
Yeah.
see it and I would like it. And I was telling my best friend, I was like, "Hey, it's this new line I keep seeing like on Instagram."
Mhm.
And what I liked about it, and you might probably go crazy when I say this, it gave me a very much like Carrie Bradshaw kind of sleek and sexy
Ooh, I
vibe for
love
like big
that.
girls. Like, cause it's like your pieces is so like they're simplistic but sexy.
Main character.
Yes.
Main character
And
vibes.
you can literally just like either slick your hair back, like look at
Yeah.
this, like look
Yeah.
at that, like
Yeah.
look at that, just with some earrings. I love how it's just
Uh-huh.
like cleavage, a little bit of skin,
Yeah.
because I'm a hoochie big girl. I tell everybody,
Yeah.
I'm a hoochie mama, sleek and sexy. I'ma show some leg. I'ma show some. So that's what
Yeah.
was grabbing me to it, and I was like, I need a dress from here. I need
Yeah.
something. And going to the Plus Bus event, and you walking up to me, I didn't even know who the owner was,
Yeah.
and she
That
telling
was
me who
so
you was.
funny.
I said, well, damn. I
Well,
was like, well, damn.
right?
Like, oh,
Yeah.
I love how sleek and sexy. You make big girls look
Thank you.
sleek,
That's the
sexy.
thing is like I want to be sexy. I want to look cute like and when you see my line like there's different, like that's me, that's my style. Like maybe sometimes I want to wear that like flowy
Mhm.
little maxi dress, the little linen dress. And then sometimes I want to wear the cutouts and I want,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? So I feel like oh, and all our stuff is on sale. Well, it actually
Shout
it
out to the girls.
it
They're on sale right
it
now.
ends tonight. So
Get your
sorry.
credit cards
But
out,
you know
ladies, and
what?
your debit cards.
I
Like,
could make a special code for your listeners so they could get that. But this is like our extended president sale.
yes.
But yeah, so when you see Gia IRL, like that's what Gia IRL is. It's Gia in real life and it's me. It's my style.
Mhm.
And it's sexy, it's chic, and it's main character. Like I just think that plus size women deserve to look good and
Oh my
feel
God. And
good,
feel good.
and we deserve quality fabrics and cuts and pieces that are
Everything.
fit on a plus size body and made to fit our bodies. Like
Yes.
I was just like
Don't just
so
put no damn bag on me. Do
yeah.
not make me look like bigger than what I'm already am. And do not just be trying to put anything and everything on me just because I'm plus.
Yeah. And then a lot of places that extend their clothing line, they don't fit it on a plus size body.
Oh, it's so era. It
Yeah.
upsets me and my big homegirls
Right?
that they
We're
do that to
upset.
me. Like,
Yeah, so it's like you get this piece and then it doesn't even fit you properly. So yeah, I basically it started from my frustrations and it's turned into this passion because you have to have passion because it's so freaking hard running a business and I'm tired. I'm like every day, but I'm like the passion like is what keeps me going. And when I get these, I'll get it, and like it's funny because like I'll have a down
mhm.
day or a day where I'm just like, ugh, like it's just sometimes it's just hard running a
Yeah, it's
business.
very
It's really
hard.
hard. And then I'll get someone that messages me and it's like, "Oh my god, I feel so beautiful. Like, thank you so
Mhm.
much." And I'm like, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing."
It's to help
And
us in what you're
yeah.
doing for the plus size community. I really love. And it was this one video that like I believe it was the end of your year video
Uh-huh.
for I believe it was like 2022.
Uh-huh.
And I love the diversity of shapes and women and
Yeah.
color and just like skin and just it was
Thank
all
you.
type of different women
Yeah.
and that video was amazing.
Thank
And with
you.
that, the
Look at this. Like
2022
get into
season
it.
Yeah.
comes to
Get
an
into it.
end. Good night.
Baby, sleek,
Yeah.
sexy. Get into it, honey.
And I always wanted to, that was one of my goals. And I feel like it comes out. I always wanted to show different sizes, different shapes, different ethnicities, different skin tones,
Ooh,
all
one
of
of
the
my
thing. Like
favorites.
I always try to show as much diversity as I can. That's
Yeah.
that's been always a big goal. Because I feel like so many people don't feel represented in clothing lines and even plus size clothing lines. Some brands tend to just show like only like a size 10
Can we please get
or
into it?
a size 12,
Can
and it's like I want to show it on bigger bodies. I want you to be able to see yourself in my clothes. And so when you look at my Instagram, like I'm always looking through like, oh, like does it look diverse? Like I want every time you scroll that you can like see yourself on the
it's can
page.
we get into it? Because sometimes I feel like no shade. I'm loving what certain brands are doing with
Mhm.
body inclusive.
Mhm.
But sometimes I feel like some brands only like they like to put us in this box
Mhm.
when it comes to plus size. Every girl don't look like that.
Yeah.
You should put some real girls up there sometimes.
Well, yeah, and if you don't show it on a real plus size body, how am I supposed to know what it looks like? It's like the same thing as shopping on a smaller website. like I'm only seeing it on a size 10.
I'm
So
forced to look at the
how am I
size chart and
y-
just hope and
yeah.
pray when it gets here that
Yeah.
it feels and fit okay.
Yeah, so we've tried like since our first drop to like keep evolving and keep listening to our customers. Like if you follow us on Instagram, I'm always like I get on
Mhm.
there and I chat with people and I'm like, give us feedback, let us know how the fit is. Like
Yeah.
I'm always trying to evolve and like make sure that the fit is good and try to make it as true to size as possible.
I love that. I
Yeah,
see you actually fucking care.
I care. I do. Maybe sometimes too much. No, but I care, and like that's the whole purpose behind GIRL. So
Oh my
if you don't
God.
feel beautiful, then that was the purpose behind it.
I love that. I love that you're putting your passion into this and just you actually care about the community and the women that feels great about it and your feedback that you're getting back.
Hmm.
I know that has to be exuding and just
Yeah,
heartfelt and woman and you're just like probably tear up and be
it
like,
is.
I'm doing what I need to
Yeah,
do. Like,
yeah, I do feel like this is my purpose. I feel like everything that I've done has like led me to this point.
mm-hmm.
And I do feel like it's my purpose. And yeah, when I see those messages and reviews or comments or people sending me, I'm just like it really makes me happy. Yeah,
Aww.
it does. So keep sending those messages.
Hey, shout out to
It's
the
my inspiration every
shout
day.
out. Oh my God. So
Yeah.
with the brand
Hmm.
GIRL. Collaborations. Do you have any dream collaborations that
Ooh.
you would love to just top like just maybe one or two, just top collaborations you would love to do or like a dream? Cuz most brands do.
Yeah, just what came to mind would be I have a dream of being in Nordstrom.
Yes,
Yeah, so I'm
Nordstrom's.
like, you know what? I'm gonna just put it out there. Nordstrom GIRL collab, we're here.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Like I really I think that it would just get it to
Mhm.
all the right people that need to
Oh
get
my
it.
God. There's another plus size brand that's in Nordstrom's, and I'm trying to think of her brand. She is so amazing. And dang, I can't even come to head right now. It's gonna come to me.
Yeah.
I forgot her name, but she's amazing. I love her clothes. It's gonna come to me, you guys.
I love that.
Oh.
Yeah, we've actually like I have a bridal collection that we actually have worked on. It's like basically done. And
Mhm.
I got married last year and
Oh, shout out to the getting
yeah, so that was a
married.
big struggle. That's a whole nother market of like being a plus size bride and trying to find things to wear to your bridal events is a whole struggle. But I was lucky because I had all my samples from the collection, but I would love to put the collection out there. And so also I think like Anthropology Beholden to do like a bridal collection or
I
like David's
love
bridal
that.
GIRL bridal collection would
I
be
love
amazing.
that. That
So
would
if
be
you're watching
awesome.
this,
Do I found well, actually, I modeled for a brand that was like plus size. Like she makes
mm.
couture gowns. Shout out to Glotty. She
Oh,
is
I know Glotty.
oh
Yeah, she has amazing
Glotty,
gowns.
amazing gowns,
Yeah.
sweet person. I love. She's another person. We gonna get her onto the platform too,
Yes, you are.
but
She's
she
incredible.
makes so amazing, like
Yeah.
exuding, like couture grounds for like
Yeah,
plus
and
size.
she's very
Well,
plus
all
size friendly.
sizes, but she's very
Yeah.
much like
Yeah, so I mean, finding a wedding dress in your size is a struggle, but then just like also having pieces to wear to these events like your bachelorette or
oh, yes,
your
yes.
bridal shower, or your
Mhm,
whatever the case, like it it was that was very eye-opening too of the
mhm.
it's just like
Because you wanna be the, like,
yeah, I
you
want to
wanna
look
be like
good. I'm the
you wanna be
bride.
that girl when you walk
Yeah.
in, like, "I'm the bride, held down bitches, I look amazing."
Yes. So yeah, so that's a whole nother market of like, it's just we're just lacking options for plus size women.
Oh, we are, and I love what you're doing so far. It's like
Thank
you're
you.
on to the right track. So I'm
Thank
loving
you.
your dreams and your goals. You said you work out. I
Yes.
think every girl, especially like multi-talented
Mhm.
girls, that's just like doing everything. It's so many girls I can name off the list, but like self-care. Do you use
Self-care.
self-care?
Yes. Self-care.
She said yes.
Yes. Actually, I have a massage appointment in the morning.
Woo!
I'm normally like an evening massage type of
Mhm.
girl, but I found this girl
Mhm.
that will come to your house and massage you, and her availability was in the morning. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take the morning off of working out, and she's coming to my house at like 7 a.m. tomorrow. So I'm excited about that.
Girl, I think the last
I'm
time
a
I got a
morning
massage,
person.
I think I was like, when she was done, I was literally dead sleep on the bed. Like,
Yeah. I'm
like I was
hoping,
like,
I'm hoping, but I will let you know that it's gonna give me like a boost of energy, and then I'm gonna go work out after it. So
oh, nice.
we shall see.
We shall see. Cause I'm like, when
But
you get a massage, you
yeah.
just want to like
Oh
lay down with a
yeah.
glass of wine or something
Normally
and just,
I'm like a massage and crawl into bed person. Like
mm-hmm,
I don't want to do anything. So
mm-hmm,
we will see if it gives me the energy that I'm hoping for, but I just felt like I needed that. And I'm
mm-hmm.
like, you know what? I've been working hard and I need to treat myself to a massage.
I love that.
And I need to make it happen this week. But my other self-care, I mean, working out big as I already said, I'm a big advocate
Yes.
because I feel like it's such a big part of self-care.
Yes, it is.
And then
And a stress reliever.
yes. Um and then, just yeah, taking care of myself, like getting facials, getting massages.
You deserve it. You deserve
Yeah,
it,
thank
mamas. You
you.
deserve that. Never feel bad for taking care of yourself because
Mhm.
when you don't take care of yourself, you can't do shit
Yeah,
else. It is
right.
what it is. People will get over it. They will survive a
Right.
few hours. They will survive a day
Yeah.
without you.
Yeah.
Take care of yourself because your mental health and your self care is
Mhm.
fucking everything.
Mhm.
I tell everyone if they be like, but I can't. I'll be like, they will live.
Yeah. You can make it happen. Making it happen is a form of self-care.
Baby, make it happen.
Make it
Make
happen.
it happen.
Yeah, like tomorrow I'm like, "Okay, I'll schedule it in 7:30." Um and then, do a few emails, get a little work done and then maybe sneak out for a workout. We'll
Hmm.
see. We'll see
Hmm.
how the day goes.
I love it. I love it. Marriage. I heard you mention it. I love
Yes.
to hear the girls, especially the plus size girls, that
Yes.
are in love and have found love. I'm an advocate of love. I know
Yes.
people. Look, I've been through some shit, but I haven't become cynical. So when
Yeah.
I hear it, I always ask the people, "How long have you been married?"
So almost 6 months. So
Ooh,
I'm a
newlywed.
newlywed.
Yes,
Yeah. I am a newlywed. It will be 6 months on the 27th.
bliss.
Yeah, so we've been together for 8 years. We just celebrated 8 years on Valentine's Day, our 8-year dating anniversary.
Do you fucking hear that, people?
Yeah.
Date the man for a while. It's okay if you
A
want to
date
date your man. Know that man before
Yeah.
you get married. Know that
Know that
man.
man.
8 years. After 8 years, you like, I'm gonna marry this nigga and he ain't going nowhere. Okay.
Yeah, so I think we were engaged for like a year. So yeah, we had been dating a little over
Mhm.
6 years before we got engaged, but we openly talked about marriage
Oh, I love it.
since the very beginning. We had open marriage conversations and like future conversations. What
Mhm.
I think is important because some people are like, oh, after 5 years or after this many times, he's not gonna marry you, whatever. There's that kind of talk.
Yeah, it's all that negative shit.
Yeah, but I'm like, we knew we were gonna get married and we knew that
Aww.
we were gonna be together forever. It was just like we were just like also
We'll
focused
do
on
it when we want to do
yeah.
it. And that's what
Yeah.
people don't understand. We will do it because let me tell you something. Marriage is actually just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
But it's some people that can go down to the courthouse right now and go
Mhm.
get married.
Yeah.
Do it on your own times. It's between you and that partner when you want to
Yes.
get married, you know?
Yeah.
So I love that.
Yeah, and I'm so happy we waited. We actually got married here in LA, and
Yes!
actually in Windsor Hills that we were talking about earlier.
Yay! I love it.
Yeah, we got married at a family friend's backyard. We had a small
Oh,
wedding with
I love
40
small one.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it
Small and
it was
intimate.
beautiful. I wanted to go down to the courthouse,
Mm-hmm.
but my husband wanted something, so it was like our compromise
Mm-hmm.
that okay, we'll have a small backyard wedding with 40 people.
I love it.
And then we went to Italy for 2.5 weeks.
Shout out to Italy. I love it over
And
there. I do.
yes.
I love it
Oh
over
my
there. I want to go
God.
back.
We love it. It was our first trip that we took together, but
Oh.
we just we soaked it up. I did not want to come home.
I didn't want to come home. I
Ah,
cried on the plane coming
I
back.
get depressed. Like it's funny because people have like this post wedding post wedding blues.
Yeah.
I had post honeymoon blues. And when I look back, the wedding was beautiful And it was the best day of my life. I was
Aw.
so happy. I was just in pure bliss, but, like, I get depressed when I look at the honeymoon, and that's what I miss. I'm like, I wanna go back to that. Like, the wedding was amazing, but I wanna go back to the honeymoon. I wanna be eating pasta in
I wanna be
Italy
drinking wine, eating
and
pasta, and just,
yeah.
like, soaking it all the hell up in,
And
like,
just yeah, and, it's like we went on our honeymoon 2 days after the wedding, so we went straight
I
there.
love it.
And it was a little stressful in the moment, but I was so happy we did, and we were just like, yeah, we were soaking it up, like, my husband, my
My
wife,
husband.
yeah, it was
It's that moment where you be like, "My husband.
yeah, oh, my
Yes, girl,
husband's
my
over there.
husband. Mhm, girl, my
Yeah.
husband. Oh, I'm married. My
Yeah,
husband."
yeah, yeah, so it was incredible, and I just wanna be in Italy
What
right
part of
now.
Italy did you go to?
Okay, so we started in
Yes, shout out. I love
Milano.
Milan.
Yeah, and then we went to Lake Como.
Lake Como, that was another place they were telling me that is
It's
beautiful over
incredible.
there.
It's so beautiful. We rented a house right on the lake, and it was magical.
Oh my goodness.
And then we went to Cinque Terre, we went to Florence, and then we went and we spent a week in Sicily,
Yes.
and we rented a car and drove around, and we ended our trip in Taormina where they filmed White Lotus.
I love that show. I
Yeah,
just finished the little
so
second
good.
season because I was just like, that show was something else.
Oh my god, it was so
Yes.
good. So yeah, so we were in Taormina, that's where we ended, and it was beautiful. I would have stayed. I like begged my husband to like, can we cancel our flight and just stay? But
Like, please. Like, can we
unfortunately, like he
stay?
had to get back to work because I was like, I have my computer here.
I could
I
just
can
stay here,
I'll make it
honey.
work.
I'll just stay
I'll
here.
make
No,
it
I did
work.
not want to leave. And you want to know what's something crazy? People probably don't believe this. I went to 2 airports. First, I was at the Rome airport,
Yeah.
and then I was, in Italy, no, Amsterdam. Like
Uh-huh.
when we were coming back, we had to stop in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
There's no sense of urgency for their TSA.
Oh no.
Everybody's just like, "Oh yeah, put your shoes in
Yeah.
here." And I get back to America, and motherfuckers is
It's
yelling
like
at
boom,
me,
boom. I
and they're
know.
like, "Shoes in the bucket."
Yeah.
And I came back so drunk.
Oh my God.
I was like this in TSA, like, "Oh my god, I
Yeah.
want to go back."
I know. And just like the way that they live and like eat, like they sit down for a meal and they eat for like
They love
hours.
beautiful women.
Oh yeah, they
They
do.
love a beautiful girl.
Yeah, I love the Italian, the European
I
lifestyle.
do too, and I can't wait to go back. Take
I
me back.
know.
Take me back.
Take me back.
So, just last thing on the marriage. When you look at him, is it like, do you get that feeling like
Yeah.
that's the feeling I tell everybody? They be like, you're single and stuff. I'll be like, no, I want that feeling. Like when you look at someone, it's like
Yeah.
y'all can look at each other from across the room and it's like a smile.
Yes, don't settle. Get that feeling. I mean, obviously, no relationship is perfect, and you
Yeah.
have times
Oh
that you
yeah.
look at them and like,
You be like, you know what? You're getting on my fucking nerves.
so I don't want to act like
Don't
everything
fucking
is just
talk to
like.
me right now.
But at the end of the day, he's my
Oh
partner. He's my
yeah.
best friend, and like,
Aw.
yeah, he's my person.
Aw, I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
Keep the momentum going because they tell you,
You
like,
know,
marriage is a compromise,
it
It's
is.
love, work, and compromise.
Yeah, there's something about marriage. It definitely there's like a shift when you go from just being like boyfriend and girlfriend engaged and then married. There's this like, okay, like shit just got real.
Yeah.
Like we in
Yeah.
this.
Like, we in
Uh,
this. This my partner.
I mean, technically, but I mean, obviously there's a way out, but like, it's a little more official.
I love married people because it's like these little inside jokes that you see them how they interact when they're
Yeah.
like in the
Uh-huh.
outside world, especially when they're like partying or something
Mhm.
together and you see the craziness, but it's only like that craziness they connect and you be
Yeah.
like, I want
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Everybody find their person for their person. I love
Yeah.
that.
I think there's somebody out there for everyone and like don't
Having
settle.
Don't ever settle, ladies. Do you hear that?
Yeah, do not
Don't ever
settle,
settle. I
please.
just can't.
It's not worth it. Just go travel the world and live your best life, please.
That's all I tell bitches all the time. I be like, "Stop
Yeah.
fucking crying over
I
his ass.
know.
You are single," especially when they don't have no kids.
Yeah.
I be like, "You are single with kids and you're a beautiful girl. Go
Yeah.
live your life."
That's what
Like,
I was doing before I was in a relationship, just living my best life. I tell my friends, I'm like, go travel. Like, don't wait on a man. I mean, when the time is right, but like live your best life.
yeah, definitely. I'm here for it. So, oh my God, having the business,
Mhm.
being in love, marriage, entrepreneur, just doing all of it, was there like a most challenging aspect in your life? What was the most challenging aspect you
Oh.
could say, like, in your life currently, or just like maybe just starting a business?
Currently, right now, the running the business is so challenging.
Oh, hell yeah. It's
I
your brand.
Yeah, I it's funny because I think I don't know why I was like, yeah, once we're like I thought that the hardest part would be getting to the point where we could launch because it was so much work getting to that point. And I'm like, once we launch, it's gonna be running smooth. I'm gonna be able to like step out, do
Mhm.
whatever. And it's really challenging. This is definitely one of the most challenging things that
Mhm.
I've done. It's just a lot of work, and nothing comes easy. That's just what it is.
Maybe because I'm really manifesting and wishing
Yeah.
you guys the best, because sometimes we got those crazy TikToker
Yeah.
peoples. Those crazy TikTok people, they will literally make a video of your brand and then it just
Oh,
goes
yeah.
viral. And they be like, girl, I can't help that you didn't fit that.
Yeah. I had a
Like,
video go viral, and then I had all these people and then people in the comments saying things, and I'm just like, "Okay, calm down." Like, sometimes I'll get, like, worked up and wanna, like, respond back,
oh
and then
no,
I'm
don't.
just like, "Okay, whatever." I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, just like the best way is
Yeah.
just not to respond, because I feel like now we live in a generation where everybody has an opinion and
Yeah.
everybody's this and everybody's this activist. And they're just
Mhm.
like some fucking losers that just like,
Yeah. On TikTok, I get a lot like, "Oh, your pieces are expensive," or this, "I can't it's too expensive," and I'm
so
like,
is everything else in that Gucci purse that you bought.
Right, and I get it, but I'm like, I don't think people understand how expensive it is to make clothes, especially in small batches as
Child,
a small business. I'm like, "Do you know how much just, like, fabric alone is?"
girl.
And it's like, all my dresses are, like, double line, and, like, I do make videos because I like to explain to people the process of it,
Mhm.
like, what it goes through, and when you're a small business, like, yeah, Fashion Nova, they're making their pieces in the thousands at a time, and,
But the material is
the
not
material's
the
not great.
no offense, Fashion Nova, I love you, I'll put on a
Yeah.
hoochie fi dress in a minute. But we all know, like, the material ain't worth shit.
Yeah, I mean, and Fashion Nova's good for I feel like I always Fashion Nova's like one of the
Because
first that
that's
I
the number
name.
one,
Yeah, it's
any
like the
plus size
Sheins, the
girl
Fashion
know.
Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
She ain't not
yeah.
shit too.
So I think yeah, so like that's the thing is I wanted good quality pieces at an affordable price range. So I
I
feel
know.
like and when people get my pieces they're like, "Oh, this quality's amazing." Actually, I'm like shocked at the price for the quality. So I
Yeah.
think it's just like understanding
Longevity.
longevity, good
Mhm.
quality, and doing stuff that when it's made ethically and
Mhm.
it's made in small batches, it's just more expensive.
No, I totally get it. That's the longevity and everything that you're putting into your pieces. What would you like to see more in the plus size community? What would you love to see?
Um,
And I
I,
love asking everybody this because the shit is always different. And most girls, they keep that shit raw. They be like, no, they need to stop doing this. And I'll be like, shit.
I think support. I think just like supporting each other. I
Mhm.
think that there is a lot of support, but then there's also a lot of competition. And
Hell yeah.
I think I really saw this in the plus size modeling world
Mhm.
because I feel like it's very competitive, but my
Hell
mindset is
yeah.
always like there's something for everyone and there's enough to go around.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's like supporting plus size women more. I actually made like a little story about it today of, there's all this talk of like this brand isn't inclusive or this they're not showing plus size people or they're not including us. And it's like, well, the people that are including you, like myself or other plus
Yeah.
size brands, like
Support
we
them.
gotta support.
Support
You
them.
so I think it's not even just supporting me, but supporting other plus size women and not I'm not saying everyone does this, but we're not a competition. Like, yeah,
Oh
maybe some
my
things we are
God.
competing for in a sense,
Yes.
but like at the end of the day, I think that there's enough to go around. And I think if we come together that we're so much stronger.
That's crazy that you say that, because I speak of this shit all the time,
Mhm.
and I think that's why people fuck with me. I
Yeah.
said, It's all not shiny and like we're a community and we love each other."
Yeah.
I said, "Them fucking big bitches is just as fucking evil, okay?" I
Yeah.
said, "They are just as like it's a competition
Oh
to them, which is
yeah.
weird as hell to me." And no, they're really, some of them are very
Mhm.
vicious. I don't why? It's not a competition. We can all come together. There's enough for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I've met some amazing people in the plus size community, but
Amazing.
yeah, there's amazing people and it's so nice like I told you earlier, I grew up always being the bigger girl and not having plus size friends, and
Mhm.
now to have like plus size friends and like acquaintances and people that I work with, like it's so nice
It
to.
makes you feel good.
Yeah, it
Like, you have this sense of
does.
community. It makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Like, being around y'all and just, like, women that are professional and just, like,
Uh-huh.
CEOs, models, actors, like, being around you guys, it's motivating, and
Right.
it's, like and it makes you feel good. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not alone out here.
Right.
Like
And like when you see like part of like where my confidence came from is like seeing other plus size women
mhm.
with confidence and looking beautiful, and I'm like,
Mhm.
"Oh, like she looks so beautiful. I'm similar size to
Mhm.
her." Like, and you're like, "Oh, okay, like, I look good too." That
Mhm.
whole thing. So yeah, I think just like I think I'm a big just like advocate for like women in general, but just like, coming together and working together
Mhm.
and not trying to like always work against each other.
No, I get it, and because 'cause I've come across some mean girls.
Yeah.
Like
Not here for that. Not here for that.
and the only thing that really, like I wanna see more of the plus size community. I feel like they always want us to be this kinda, like, cheesy influencer girl sometimes, and
Mhm.
it's not always like that. I want
Yeah.
models not saying that we always have to show the negative. I'm like, "No, don't just show the cream and the butter and like this is
Mhm.
like I got this and whatever and this is the
Yeah.
event and stuff I go to." I'll be like, no, no, no. If you're modeling and you're influencing, show them the
Show the
bad
real.
side too. Show them
Yes.
the real. Show them where I'm fucking tired, y'all.
Right?
And I'm a fit model and I drive here and this day
Yeah.
to
Because
these places and I sit in traffic. Like
modeling is not as glamorous as it
no.
looks. There are times that are glamorous,
Hmm.
but those are like few and far between. Like I feel like modeling is really not glamorous at all, and then you occasionally get these times where you're like on this like big set and you're in a robe and somebody's like getting you water and food and whatever, but
Hmm.
like that's not often.
No.
There's a lot of moments that are not glamorous in the plus size or just in the modeling industry at all, but we make it look so glamorous. uh
Where they're like, "Oh, I wanna do that," but
yeah.
the glitz and the glam, like, you're seeing us work, but do you know those girls are extremely tired?
Right. Yeah.
If they're
They've been
getting
on their
consistent
feet
they've been on their
all
feet all
day in
day,
heels
they're
doing
on
look after look
planes,
after look. If you're doing e-com, you're doing like sometimes 50 to like
50 to
90 looks. I like fast fashion, you're doing like look after look after look. So yeah, it's definitely not as glamorous. And sometimes I'm like, I want to say to someone like, are you sure you want to do that? Like it's really not as
I
glamorous,
tell them
but
all the time, they be like, "Oh, I wanna model. I see you modeling." I'll be like, "Are you really ready for this shit?"
right?
Because it's hard motherfucking work. I'll be
Right?
like a coach, like, "It's hard motherfucking
It's
work."
hard. Yeah, and I think with modeling, it's, like, important to look really deep and, like, think of, like, why you wanna model,
Mhm.
and,
They don't understand how expensive it is when you first start out. It's investing in
oh,
yourself.
yeah. Oh, yeah, it's a big investment.
People
Uh,
don't believe that shit, but I'll be
yeah, that's
like,
not really talked about as much either, like,
"No,"
you
and that's
have.
what I want people to show.
Mhm.
They just show like, "Oh, I'm this," and I'll be like,
"I'm
"No,
on
it's not
set
all that
today."
cherry
Yeah.
shit all the time."
Well, you have to do a couple test shoots, just to build a book, and those are usually like $1,000 a piece. And then, like, yeah, your first couple jobs are gonna pay for that, but like sometimes you don't get paid for 30, 60, 90 days, sometimes even more. You're like
Mhm.
waiting for money to come in,
You're waiting for fit
So
payments, and you're waiting for
yeah,
this
yeah, you're
payment.
waiting for that check to clear. Um, but yeah, I mean, there are glamorous times, but there's a lot of times that aren't.
I know, and I just wish, like, these influencers and sometimes these plus size models will stop capping and just fucking show
Right?
that. I think the followers will really, really appreciate that. They'll
Yeah.
love you even more because it's like, "Oh, this is really what she does."
Right.
Because I feel like that's why we get so much shit about the
Mhm.
influencer. "Oh, it's an influencer, like, she's not really like" I'll be like, "No, influencing is fucking hard." I don't
It's
know what
hard.
these girls keep showcasing, But that shit is a job and it's hard in itself.
Yes, and content creating and keeping up with it, it's exhausting,
I
especially
stay
like
up late
running
nights.
running a business and doing all the other things like and then you have to edit the content and you have deadlines that you have to send to these brands and like
Woo! And you better get it in on time because if you want that money, you better
yeah.
send it in.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot to keep up with and people are like, "Oh, it's such hard work." But like it really
It
is.
really
It
is.
really is.
You do what I'm doing all day and then sit at home and edit this shit and then
Right.
make sure that it's clear, crisp content because it's a
Yeah.
certain type of content that they're only gonna accept.
Mhm. Yeah, like Sunday, I was literally editing content all day long and like editing videos for GIRL and for my personal brand. And it was like it took a day. It was like because you got to sit down and you got to edit these videos and all the things and then submit it and
It's just all
it's
that shit and
it's a
people don't
lot.
understand. Being and knowing this, oh my God, your story makes me so happy and it's so motivating and it just makes me want to get up right now, go to the gym and then come home and work. And that's exactly what this bitch is finna do.
Yeah, that's what every day.
Is there anything you
Thank
want to
you.
tell your fans?
I it's funny because I never use the word fan. I'm like,
No, you have fans. Accept it.
my
Embrace it.
fans.
Like if you want to tell your friends, if you have any like projects or anything, just inspiring words.
Um, just do the things, do all the things. Don't feel like you need to be put in a box and do only one
Hmm.
thing. Follow your passions and just be a boss.
Yes.
Don't let anyone limit you.
Who she thinks she is?
Yeah.
Pressure.
Pressure. And remember, closed mouths don't get fed.
I
That's
love that.
that's one of my favorite quotes because it's so true. Like if you don't ask for it, like you got to ask for it to get it.
I love that. You know
Mhm.
what? Closed mouth, closed mouths do not get
Mhm.
fed, and I'm very much here for that.
Yeah, that's my life
I ask everybody
slogan.
this: when you hear the words "she is plus size beauty," what did that like? What comes to mind?
She is plus size beauty.
Hmm.
That's it. Like I love it. I love it. I was actually thinking about it on the way over here. Um it's just about, being plus size, being beautiful, embracing who you are and being
I love it.
being
Cause
beautiful.
I get so many different, like I didn't have people like, that mean you plus size and you a bad bitch. And I'll be like, really? I'll be like, really?
Kinda.
But I
I
love
mean,
it. I'll be
yeah, it
like, I love it.
is.
But oh my God, I am so sad. We are coming to the end. I could sit here with you and talk to
I
you for
know.
hours. I love your story.
Thank you
I
so
love your
much.
brand. I
Thank
love what you're
you.
doing for the plus size community.
I really
And me
appreciate
and
it.
all these other bitches. I'm like, no.
Yes.
We are behind you, girl, and
Thank
we are
you.
motivating you, and we want you to
I
keep going,
appreciate
doing
it.
what you're doing for the brand. And thank you so much for coming on to the
Thank you
platform.
so much for having me. This was
Ah,
amazing.
amazing. We're gonna catch up one
Yeah.
day. We're gonna get some
Yeah, we
drinks,
are. We are.
get
We
some
have a lot more to
cocktails.
talk about.
Baby, give me 5. And there you have it.
Yes.
Another episode from She is Plus Size Beauty, you guys. Stay tuned because we got another guest coming on, Calypso Jete Barmain. And that's a wrap. And we'll see you guys
That's a
next week.
wrap.